Okay, guys, profit over paychecks here. Let's jump right into it. Big change through USPS, Ground Advantage, probably the most popular method of shipping through the post office. If you're not in a hurry for something to get there, but you need a tracking number, it's what you're going to use. Okay, a lot of people that run small businesses, including myself, that's their primary means of shipping, especially if you're shipping items that are low weight. And when I say low weight, I mean somewhere between 1 ounce and 15 ounces, but you still need tracking, obviously, if you're selling through eBay, Amazon, etc., to verify the delivery of that item. So, to my surprise, I was very shocked when I logged in to eBay and went to ship an item that was $12.95 free shipping. Okay, that's I've used that for a long time. I've always tried to kind of factor the shipping cost into my price. So I've had a lot of listings that are free shipping. An item that I usually kind of factor in and expect to cost, $4 and some change to ship, it was over $7 to ship that thing. So obviously I had to bite the bullet, and I probably lost a little bit of money shipping that because I haven't made that adjustment yet. And I didn't really adjust in my prices because I initially thought that this change was only going to affect non-continental U.S. locations. At least that's how I interpreted it. I thought it was going to be, non-continental military bases, territories, Hawaii, and Alaska. But that is not true. At least not at this time. It's not. It is affecting stateside locations. And I got a little example here I'm going to show you guys the difference between shipping, let's say, a 3 ounce package and a 5 pound package. Now, there are going to be some benefits to this, okay? I know that's hard to believe that a change like this can bring any benefits, but it's beneficial kind of to some of the larger packages. They're not really getting penalized on this. What's getting penalized is the small parcels, which unfortunately for me, and I'm sure a lot of other people out there, that's probably about 40 to 50% of my business is around those small packages. So I'm going to have to go through and adjust the pricing on all kinds of listings. And at this time, probably looking at just having to charge a flat $5 fee to kind of help offset some of this. Now, that may cost me some business or whatever. I have no idea how it's going to affect business. We'll see a couple months down the road. But what we've got here, I've just got a generic address put in here. And we're going to use, 6 by 3 by 3. And we're just going to say, let's just do 3 ounces here. And we're going to calculate the shipping cost. We're not going to do insurance because we're assuming this is just a small item. So no need for that. And let's get our shipping rate. Okay, so $5.40. Not the worst example I could have used, but I think that this is the base rate. Now, I'm not 100% on that. I guess I could do like a local address and see if it gets any cheaper, but I think that this is the base rate going forward. I think the cheapest you'll be able to ship a package for is $5.40. Now, depending on what zone the package falls in, it could go up to, again, I saw over $7 earlier, and that was actually to another Ohio address, funny enough. So this one's going to Toledo, Ohio. The one I shipped earlier, I can't remember where it was going, but it was over $7, and that was on eBay. I also have not checked if there's a difference between pirate ship and eBay. There should not be, because typically they've been basically the same price. So I'd be very surprised if that was the case, but we'll just have to check it and see. Um, it's hard for me to do eBay because I'll have to show someone's address on screen and stuff. I don't really want to do that. So we'll just do the pirate ship thing, kind of compare through there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to change it to 5 pounds and see if that makes any difference. Very little. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of saying as far as the weight. You're going to be able to ship larger items and not be penalized as much. Now let's change the dimensions and make this realistic. This is something like I would ship a 5 pound item, 16 by 12 by 8. $5.83. And let's just go back and double check ourselves. $5.83 versus $5.40. So, guys, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm sure it doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of other people out there. This is kind of insane, to be fair. Um, I guess the post office, the way they're evaluating this is most of their business is these small parcels. So by doing this crazy markup, they're going to make a significant amount more money. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me that a 6 by 3 by 3 that weighs 3 ounces is $5.40, while a 16 by 12 by 8 that weighs 5 pounds is only 40 cents more, essentially. So just really mind-boggling. I know it's going to affect a lot of people out there. I've already been reading the Reddit post about it. A lot of people talking on Reddit and other platforms about how it's affecting their business. I was certainly blown away by it. I think over the weekend I had probably 20 or 30 eBay orders that came through, and I was just each one was a surprise when it came to the shipping. I'm like, holy cow, wow. Some of them I came out okay on. The ones that were hitting this bottom rate, this minimum rate, I was okay. But again, I know it doesn't seem like much, but when you're shipping an item that you only make a few bucks on to begin with, and you have a rate change like this that that can increase your shipping cost by $2 or $3 in some cases, it is certainly business changing. So let me know what you guys think. Again, trying to get the YouTube channel up here and going. No really fancy videos right now. Just got a couple that we're posting up here just to kind of get the footing of the channel, and we'll put a little bit more time into it as we get time. This is just kind of a side thing of mine. We'll talk about some business stuff, entrepreneur type stuff, and anything that can help you guys kind of make some money or get away from the grind of the 9 to 5. We'll try to implement it here on the channel. But let me know what you guys think. Big change. USPS never ceases to amaze me. All right, guys. Thanks. Profit over paychecks. Catch you later.